Hello everybody, I'm Coach Cage from Nitro Swimming.
And I'm Coach Ethan.
We've created a video series just for you.
These videos will show you all stations of Nitro 1 and Nitro 2.
And how you can work on them in the pool
and at home. You're going to climb up onto the wall, put your arms up really big and tall, and you're going to float in the water just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're going to climb up and put your hands on the wall, knees up, head back with your ears in the water. And then you're going to push off and put your arms up, ready, go, and float for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here we like to take the opportunity to make sure that some of the fundamental skills learned in Nitro 1 are reviewed. Some of these include
making sure that you maintain correct body position. Body is staying straight the whole time, both when you're on your belly and your back. Eyes, when you're doing streamline float on your belly, those eyes need to look straight down. And when you're on your back, those eyes need to look straight up.
A good way to practice your bobs at home is to stick your face in a sink, a bathtub, or even just a bowl. One thing you can play with your kid is a game called ear tag. How it works is you say ear tag and you try to tag somebody's ears while they try to do a streamline and cover their ears so that you can't get to them. Alright, ear tag, you ready?
Yes.
Turn around. Alright, she's going to try to cover her ears before I can get to them. 3, 2, 1, go! Ooh. Alright, let's try it again. 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, one more time. 3, 2, 1, go! Ooh, and I got her that time. Here's why that game is a really great help. It really helps reinforce the fact that they need to have their arms up, really tall, squeezing their ears, and keeping them covered. In order to practice your really tall streamline arms, play the icicle game. It's really simple. I'll say icicle and you go.
Alrighty, I think that's all we need for today.
Woo!
Time today for filming went really well.
Icicle! Icicle! A great way to help your swimmer practice getting into the pool in a good streamlined position is a game called High Fin. It's really simple. All you do is put your hands out and have your swimmer give you high fins.
You're going to get on the wall, raise your arms up, big bubble, and kick on your belly all the way across the pool. Kick, 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 kick. Good bubbles. Kick, 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 kick. And blow. For the second part of this station, you're going to start on the wall, knees up, head back. Get your arms up, push off the wall with your belly up, just like that. And fast kicks. Kick, 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 kick. Jump, kick, 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 and roll. What I, as an instructor, see a lot in this station is kids maintaining a consistent position when they go between breathing, when they go from kicking on their belly to catching their breath and then going back to streamline position.
Another thing we like to focus on is reinforcing a student's mastery of their kicks, making sure that they're using their big, powerful legs with their floppy ankles to get themselves propelled through the water quickly. Another way you can help your swimmers is a game called Tiptoe Walk. It really helps reinforce tall body position and pointed toes. Just like that. A great way to make sure that your swimmer is kicking properly is to have them lay face down on a bed and kick your hands. This emulates them kicking in a pool and making sure that their feet is on top of the water.
A way that you can help your swimmers maintain good kicks on top of the surface of the water is to have your hands out like this and just have them tap your hands. A lot of times swimmers will kick way down here. You want them to be kicking with their feet on top of the surface of the water, making bubbles. So just put your hands here like you're at the top of the water and have them kick your hands.
You're gonna wanna climb up onto the wall. Get your arms up. Big bubble. Ready to go. And do 3 big arms. 1, 2, 3, and roll to your back. Take a deep breath, and then roll back. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath, and roll. 1, 2, 3. And roll. Now we're going to work on increasing the tempo of our previously learned breaths. So what we want to do is use the same skills from Nitro 1 Station 9 and speed things up to really make sure that they're mastering that technique.
And sometimes this technique can be an issue because kids are having difficulty knowing when to breathe in and when to breathe out.
A great way to practice this is to find 2 objects that you have around your house, preferably of different colors, and set them down on the counter. Then have your student come put their hands on the counter and put their head down and take a big breath while their head is down and do 3 big arms. Every big arm, they'll alternate which side they breathe. Breathe towards the crab. Big breath, kicks and paddles, and roll back towards the crab. They'll bring their arms back down, they'll do 3 big arms, and roll back towards the octopus. Just like that.
You're going to start on the wall. Watch his arms closely. This looks similar to Station 3, except it's called side breathing or freestyle. It means the same thing. You're going to rotate with your arms, and when you breathe, you're going to leave your arm up and get this shoulder dry. Ready?
Yep.
All right. Arms up and go. 1, 2, 3. Dry shoulder, looking up, and 1, 2, 3.
A lot of times I compare Station 4 to learning how to ride a bike because think about it, your kids, when they roll to their back, it's pretty easy and they're used to being here. Now in this station, we're asking them to be able to balance on their side and kick all the way across the pool so it can feel off balance and weird, kind of the same way it feels when you're first learning how to ride a bike. I find that a lot of times just getting repetition over and over, making sure they're holding the correct body position gives them the confidence they need to execute this skill.
The biggest things we like to focus on is making sure that the student's shoulder is up out of the water and their ear is touching their arm as they roll to take a big breath.
This is a really exciting station for me to teach because this is the first time that swimmers learn the real freestyle. The unique challenge that comes with this station is learning how to rotate your whole body side to side. So far, your swimmers have been learning how to swim like this, and we haven't been telling them they need to rotate their whole body. A way that you can practice this at home is have your swimmer get in a stance where they are sideways. You want their belly pointing this way, their nose, this is the big thing, a lot of people mess up here. You need their nose to always be pointing straight the whole time. What he's going to do is, as this arm comes down, he's going to take a step with this leg. Boom. Now notice his belly button is pointing this way now. He's totally flipped. And this is going to train your body how to get comfortable with this rotating motion. And now he'll just continue this all the way down.
You're gonna wanna climb up onto the wall. And we're gonna do a survival float with our arms out. Ready, go. We're gonna stay on our belly for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And roll to our back. Take a breath and hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll back to our belly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And roll to our back. And we're gonna carry this on for a minute. You're gonna wanna climb up onto the wall, stand up. You're gonna take a big jump. Come back, floating on your back. Float for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna turn yourself around and do kicks and paddles all the way back to the wall. And roll. Here we work on the student's ability to jump into the water, float, and return to the wall, as well as working on their 10 bobs while holding their breath and making an noise while they're under the water.
One more thing that we like to work on is students have to be able to demonstrate that they've mastered the skill of holding still on their belly in the water for 10 seconds and then roll, do the same thing on their back, and alternate going back and forth 5 seconds in each position for a whole minute.
A very important part of our safety station is making sure that we're on our belly for 5 seconds and on our back for 5 seconds. An easy way to practice this at home is just to roll around on the floor. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have her roll to her stomach and count to 5. Ready, roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now roll back. We're gonna keep on counting here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll to your stomach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go back to your back. Perfect.
You're going to get on the wall, knees up, head back. All right, you're going to do backstroke arms. Make sure those arms are nice and tall. 1, 2, 3. Good. Bubble toes, fast kicks. Kick, 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 kick. And roll.
The skill you want to master here is straight arms, good body position, just like Nitro 1 Station 7, but you want to pick up the tempo.
We want to increase the pace to about the same beat as We Will Rock You by Queen, keeping your arms up and all the way around, just like so.
A way that you can help your swimmers maintain good kicks on top of the surface of the water is to have your hands out like this and just have them tap your hands. A lot of times swimmers will kick way down here. You want them to be kicking with their feet on top of the surface of the water, making bubbles. So just put your hands here like you're at the top of the water. Have them kick your hands.
A fantastic way to practice your big, tall backstroke arms is to pretend like they're lightsabers. You don't want noodle arms like this, you want big straight lightsaber arms, just like this. You're gonna climb up onto the wall, put your arms up really big and tall, and get your bubble. And you're gonna go into the water and start doing freestyle. One arm over the other. Make sure they're really big and tall. We're gonna go all the way down, and then we're gonna come all the way back. Big breath, and big tall arms. Keep on kicking. Awesome. Now bring it on back. Arms up, ready, go. Big tall arms, fast kicks. Roll to your side, take deep breaths. Keep it going, fast kicks. For this, we're taking the things that we learned in Station 4 to the next level. We want to increase a student's stamina so they're able to get across the entire length of the pool 2 times.
And increasing stamina mostly comes through repetitive practice.
A fantastic way to work on your big freestyle arms is to pretend like you're making giant rainbows. If we look here, she'll take her arm and come all the way down, brush it past her leg, and bring it all the way up and create a big rainbow. And she's gonna do it with her other arms in an alternating fashion. Big rainbow, and one more big tall rainbow.
A way that you can practice this at home is have your swimmer get in a stance where they are sideways. You want their belly pointing this way. Their nose, this is the big thing, a lot of people mess up here. You need their nose to always be pointing straight the whole time. What he's going to do is as this arm comes down, he's going to take a step with this leg. Boom. Now notice his belly button is pointing this way now. He's totally flipped. And this is going to train your body how to get comfortable with this rotating motion. And now he'll just continue this all the way down.
You're going to start with your arms down. You're going to make body waves, leading with your head and continuing the wave all the way down to your toes. Ready? Yep. And go. Just like that. Continuing the motion from his head all the way to his toes.
As a coach, the problem I see most frequently in this station is kids wanting to flutter kick versus keeping their feet together.
What we want to make sure that the students are doing is making sure they're leading with their head and moving their whole body with big body waves. When they're trying to breathe, we want them to lift their head up a little bit straight forward and take a quick breath. We don't want them to lift their head up and push their chest up out of the water because then they have a lot of trouble coming back in.
To help your swimmers learn how to keep their feet together, you can play the dolphin bounce. So if your home has tiles in it, you can line up on a square tile, and all you're going to do is use your body wave. You're using that whole motion, leading with your head, to bring you to the next one in front of you. Just like this.
You're going to get on the wall. Put your arms up just like you're Superman, and then do the same body waves all the way across the pool. Ready, go. Good body waves.
As As a coach, the problem I see most frequently in this station is kids wanting to flutter kick versus keeping their feet together.
What we want to make sure that the students are doing is making sure they're leading with their head and moving their whole body with big body waves. When they're trying to breathe, we want them to lift their head up a little bit straight forward and take a quick breath. We don't want them to lift their head up and push their chest up out of the water, because then they have a lot of trouble coming back in.
For station 8A, 8B, and 8C, you're going to play a game called Dolphin Bounce. As your kid progresses through these stations, you're going to add a little layer to it. The first time you're going to have your hands down, keep your feet together, and you're just going to do a dolphin bounce. Like this. When you get to 8B, you're going to play the same game, but now your hands are up. So when your hands start to go up, that is when you bounce. This.
You're going to get on the wall. Start with your arms up, but this time, after every 4 body waves, you're going to take a breath and make snow angel arms. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
You want to make sure your arms are perfectly straight all the way around instead of doing this little forklift action right here. Nice and straight all the way around. For station 8A, 8B, and 8C, you're going to play a game called Dolphin Bounce. As your kid progresses through these stations, you're going to add a little layer to it. The first time you're going to have your hands down, keep your feet together, and you're just going to do a dolphin bounce. Like this. For 8C, you're going to combine the big motion butterfly arms with the body waves. So you want to do 4 body waves first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, and jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, and jump.
You're going to want to climb up and sit up here on the wall. And we're going to do our breaststroke kick, which has 3 parts. Ready, go. We're going to go up with our knees, out with our feet, and squeeze it all together. Up with our knees, out with our feet, and squeeze it all together. And we're going to do that till we get to the wall.
While we're learning our breaststroke, one of the biggest things we want to focus on is not overdoing it with our breaths. We want to make sure that we're lifting our head up a little bit and going back into the water, not arching our back. When you arch your back, you sink like a rock.
The other thing we work on a lot is making sure kids keep their toes pointed out. Because think about it, up to this point, we and you have been telling your kids, make sure that you're pointing your toes. Well, not so here. Now we're basically asking them to break every rule that they've learned so far. Now we're asking them to get their toes up and apart and keep them there the whole time.
A really easy way to practice your breaststroke kick is to grab a ball or any other small object that you have in the house, and put it in between your knees while you lie stomach down on a bed. That makes it really easy to pull your heels up, out, and around, and just practice that stroke that way.
All right, we're gonna have you climb up onto the wall, and we're gonna add in our breaststroke arms. Arms up, ready, go. We're gonna pull and breathe with our arms, and then kick with our legs and hold it for 1, 2, 3 seconds. Pull with our arms, kick with our legs, and again, hold it for 1, 2, 3 seconds.
When learning the breaststroke pull, one thing that we as coaches see a lot is kids are doing too much with their arms and they're bringing their arms all the way behind them. We want to keep small scoops in front of the student while they're swimming through the water.
Another important aspect to this station is getting the timing correct. A lot of times, you can't see my legs right now, but a lot of times kids will breathe and then immediately kick. Breathe, kick. No, you need to be able to glide. So the order is scoop, breathe, kick, glide, 1 nitro, 2 nitro. And during that 1 nitro, 2 nitro, you're holding perfectly still. Scoop, breathe, kick, glide, 1 nitro, 2 nitro, and making sure as you're doing that breaststroke kick that you're still maintaining that correct feet position with your toes pointed sideways.
A great way to practice the rest of your breaststroke pull is to do the same thing where you're lying down on the bed, you're doing your kicks, but you're also working on your small scoops, pushing forward, taking that breath, and doing your big kicks.
All right, everybody, last station, let's do this. Coach Ethan is going to get on the wall. We are going to swim all 4 strokes in IM order. Butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle. Are you ready?
Yep.
Arms up, and go. Leading with the head, big, beautiful snow angel arms, just like that. Nice. Now backstroke, straight lightsaber arms, double toes. Kick, 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 kick. Very good. And whoa. Breaststroke. Scoop, breathe, kick, glide. Scoop, breathe, kick, glide. Scoop, breathe, kick, glide. All the way to the wall. And freestyle, let's bring it home. Kick, 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 kick.
Now your swimmers have the opportunity to demonstrate that they have mastered all of the skills needed to move up to swim team.
What we like to do in this station is catch anything that may have gone unnoticed by previous coaches. We want to make sure that they're doing everything in tip-top fashion so that they're ready for swim team.